Sir Elton John, the iconic British singer-songwriter whose career has spanned over 5 decades, has once again opened up about the profound personal challenges he faces due to his deteriorating eyesight. In a candid revelation, he described the past 15 months as nothing short of devastating, a period marked by an inability to engage with the visual world in any meaningful way. This confession sheds light not only on his private battles but also on the resilience that has defined much of his public life, drawing parallels to broader societal fights against adversity. The legendary artist, known for timeless hits like Rocket Man and Your Song, explained that the loss of vision in his right eye, coupled with the significant impairment in his left, has fundamentally altered his daily existence. Simple pleasures that many take for granted, watching a film, flipping through a book, or even scanning a newspaper, have become impossible. It's been devastating, he articulated with raw honesty. This statement underscores a shift from the vibrant, performative energy that has fueled his concerts and recordings to a more introspective, inward-focused reality. Yet, even in this vulnerability, Elton's words carry a thread of unyielding optimism, a hallmark of his character that has endeared him to millions. Reflecting on the timeline of his affliction, Elton pinpointed the onset to an infection that first struck several years ago, though the full impact has only crystallized recently. He has been undergoing treatments relentlessly since that initial diagnosis, navigating a labyrinth of medical interventions aimed at preserving what sight remains. Medical experts in ophthalmology often describe conditions like Elton's, potentially involving retinal detachment or severe glaucoma, as progressive and unforgiving, where early detection can mitigate but rarely reverse the damage. For someone whose profession revolves around visual cues during performances, the studio lighting that once illuminated his creative process, and the global tours that demanded sharp awareness of his surroundings, this loss represents more than inconvenience. It's a seismic reconfiguration of identity. Elton's narrative extends beyond mere personal lament. He draws a poignant analogy to the AIDS crisis of the 1980s and 1990s, a time when he was at the forefront of advocacy, co-founding the Elton John AIDS Foundation in 1992. That era, he recalls, was defined by stigma, misinformation, and a desperate scramble for scientific breakthroughs. It's exactly like the AIDS situation, he noted, emphasizing the parallels and the need for patience amid uncertainty. During the height of the AIDS epidemic, Elton witnessed friends and colleagues succumb to the disease, fueling his commitment to research funding and awareness campaigns. Today he positions his vision struggle within a similar framework, a call for perseverance against an invisible enemy, bolstered by faith in eventual medical salvation. This comparison is not superficial. Just as the AIDS fight demanded societal shifts, greater funding for research, destigmatization of affected communities, and collaborative global efforts, Elton envisions a future where advancements in regenerative medicine or gene therapy could restore his sight. Fields like stem cell research and CRISPR technology have made strides in treating retinal disorders, with clinical trials showing promise for conditions akin to his. Elton's hope is tempered by realism. He acknowledges the challenging nature of waiting, but his tone remains defiant. "You mustn't give up hope," he urged, his voice echoing the motivational speeches he's delivered at fundraisers and galas over the years. Delving deeper into his emotional landscape, Elton touched on the psychological toll. Isolation creeps in when the world blurs at the edges, severing connections to art, culture, and even personal relationships that thrive on shared visual experiences. For a man who has sold over 300 million records worldwide, collaborated with legends like Bernie Taupin, and dazzled audiences with flamboyant stage personas, this enforced detachment could foster despair. Yet, Elton's response is characteristically stoic. "You must be strong and you must always try and batter the door down to try and improve things," he declared. This mantra of battering doors, metaphorically kicking against limitations, mirrors his career trajectory, from a shy pianist in Pinner, England, to a global superstar who shattered barriers for LGBTQ+ visibility in music. Consider the broader implications for aging artists in the entertainment industry. Elton, now in his late 70s, is not alone in confronting health declines that intersect with professional longevity. Peers like Stevie Wonder, who has been blind since birth, have navigated similar terrains through adaptive technologies and uncompromised creativity. But for Elton, whose vision loss is acquired and accelerating, the adaptation feels more like reinvention. He has spoken in past interviews about relying on audiobooks for reading and voice-assisted devices for navigation, but the interview reveals a deeper yearning for restoration. "I've had the most incredible life and there is hope," he affirmed, a sentiment that humanizes the icon, stripping away the sequins and spotlights to reveal a man grappling with mortality. The infection that precipitated this crisis reportedly stemmed from a complication during eye surgery years prior, though details remain guarded for privacy. Ophthalmic infections, if untreated, can lead to rapid deterioration, involving inflammation that scars the retina or optic nerve. Elton's commitment to treatment, regular consultations with specialists, possibly incorporating anti-inflammatory therapies or laser interventions, demonstrates a proactive stance. Yet, he admits the frustration of stalled progress, the endless cycle of appointments yielding incremental rather than transformative results. This candor invites empathy from fans who have followed his journey through triumphs, like his farewell tours, and trials, including battles with addiction and family reconciliations.